going to watch. I
Oh,
love
my
it.
mom, you're going to like this first one.
Okay.
Let's get it.
We begin with breaking news from Tujunga. Federal authorities have served search warrants at a home tied to the Netflix documentary Dancing for the Devil about an alleged cult.
Yes, several people were seen in handcuffs during the operation. KTLA5's Kimberly Chang live now in Tujunga with details on the investigation. Kimberly.
Hi, and just a few moments ago, we saw a caravan of vehicles leaving this property, 10 from what I could count. If you take a look behind me, you can see the gate is knocked down. This is on the 7700 block of Grorty Street in Tujunga. It was raided earlier this morning. This is where a search warrant was served. Now, take a look. Sky 5 overhead this morning, and we could see several people apparently being detained on the property. Now, sources confirmed to me that this property is owned by Robert Shin and is the same home featured in a Netflix documentary called Dancing for the Devil. It's also well known among neighbors who told me that more than a year ago, flyers were passed around letting them know about the serious allegations involved and telling them to look up that information. Now, neighbors say early this morning they saw a large law enforcement presence. They say authorities broke through the gate to enter. The FBI, sheriff's personnel were part of this operation. And according to El Monte Police, the search warrant was served and involved allegations of tax evasion, sex trafficking, mail fraud, and money laundering. The Postal Service and FBI are leading this investigation. Now, it's not clear if there's a connection, but the home, as I mentioned, was featured in a Netflix documentary called Dancing for the Devil, the 7M TikTok Cult, which focuses on TikTok dancers who join a management company and its associated church. The film accuses Shin of running a cult via his talent management company 7M Films, as well as his church, Shekinah Church, where he serves as a pastor. Last year, 7M Films denied the allegations in the film and called the documentary a slanderous work of fiction and said the company was taking legal action. Earlier, we spoke with a former dancer from the documentary. Take a listen.
We're very happy. I mean, it's been a long time coming. And we hope that justice is served and that people responsible for hurting a lot of people, over the years end up in jail.
Now, an attorney representing plaintiffs who sued Shin sent KTLA a statement saying, in part, regarding this search warrant, we are gratified that the federal government is investigating Robert Shin and look forward to our clients and his victims receiving the justice they deserve. She said the trial is set to begin October 27th. And back here live again, you are looking at gate, which was knocked down during this raid earlier this morning. Again, several vehicles left the property. We haven't seen much activity since. At this point, it's not clear how many people were arrested. We have reached out to the FBI for comment and more information, and we'll let you know when we hear back. For now, reporting live in Tujunga, Kimberly Chang, KTLA 5 News.
Thank you, Kimberly. Got a lot of thoughts here. Trying to figure out where to start here. I guess I'll just generalize a lot of my thoughts. It's just a perfect example of predatory behavior again, and mixed with some classic sadism. Management company that's taking advantage of people, which the sadism comes in. Plus, you got classic cult action going on here. It's like they hit it all in one. They're laundering money, sex trafficking, allegedly, all of it. And they're doing it via ways of exploiting these individuals to make money off social media doing a jig. You feel what I'm saying?
100%.
And you want to get in? Join this management company and get ran through. Let me tell you something. You remember that joint I sent you about, bruh? The one dude who tells the stories.
Oh, yeah. I sent you something too the other day about another storyteller.
He has a story about what he was living in a content house with a bunch of fools.
That's where I was going to go. Content house. That's exactly. I'm glad you said that. My bad.
Yep. It's a content house. Everybody living in that junk. And then all of a sudden, you know what I mean? They hear about this party that comes up every year. And then everyone that goes to this party gets blown up, bruh. So then they excited to go. Then one of the dudes, he goes to the party with the other bruh. And then, you know what I mean? You're advancing through the party is what he said. Like, you first get in there and it's like, drinks and all kind of other stuff in this room and this music. Then you get into another room, but now it's like couches and stuff. And like, you know, the women are now that women are seducing the dudes, and you know what I mean? And you got drinks and other vices, but now the music's different too. It's a little more smooth. Then the next room is like it's like a glutton room. There's hella food and drinks, everything you can imagine. But then the celebrities are in there. This is what the guy said in his story. Celebrities are in there. They're just eating the food like gluttons. Like, you know what I mean? Like they got no manners and they're throwing food everywhere. And it's like, then the last room, you know what I mean? It was like, okay, to go to this final room, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You got they have all the different literatures, you know, the Bible, the fucking Quran, or whatever the fuck. Like, what do you believe in? Whatever it is, then you swear against it. You know what I mean? You disown it. And then like he was like, oh, I'm not doing that. So he's like, okay. Then he gets escorted out, right? But then he remembers, oh, they got my phone. You know, they took all everyone's phones. So he's trying to look around, and they escorted him out this big ass mansion. So he's looking around. He gets into one of the windows and he sees what's going on in there. You know what I mean? When you get into that other room, and then that other guy that he saw in there, that dude started blowing up.
Wow.
And then they kept trying. And then what was crazy is then there's part 2s and 3s of the story where it's like this fool's like the fools were breaking into his apartment and just rearranging shit and fucking with him, fucking with his life. You know what I mean? Removing parts from his car. So he's driving. This motherfucker don't work now. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like they were just fucking with him. And then they emailed him. That's what it was too. They emailed him camera footage of him, surveillance footage of him looking through the window. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
So they saw that he saw, you know what I mean? And he didn't participate. So he didn't essentially compromise himself. You know what I mean?
That's some cold shit, dog.
Yeah.
For the content house, bro.
And that's the first thing I thought of when the
100% facts.
Yeah.
That's some cold shit. So they, like you said, taking advantage, whether they young or old, they just want to get on, you know what I mean? Dancing is popular, you know what I mean? Making a dance to an old school song.
Doing a jig.
Come on now, all types of shit. And these motherfuckers.
See, and listen, yeah, we get jiggy with it and we be gigging, right, in the Bay. But when you're doing a jig, it's the most distasteful, you know, dance for me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Do a jig. That's some slave shit. You know what I mean? 100%. And this is that mentality, even though, you know what I'm saying, they're using it. It's crazy. It's predatory. It's all of it. Like, they deserve, that's why the lady said, or the whatever former dance kid, whatever, she said, right, look, I just hope they get what's coming to them because they've been doing a lot of wrong shit. Fuck yeah, they have. Motherfuckers are volunteering it too. For the clout.
For the clout. 100%. And it's a management agency. So whatever money you getting off TikTok, they taking some of that because they put you on. Not only did they put you on,
do a jig.
100%. They touching on you in ways that you don't want to be touched on and going further and further.
Don't make us put this. You better keep dancing or we'll put this video out. You know what I mean?
Hey, Niner MMA said it was the Twister song with Dipset that he was talking about.
Yeah, that's on slap.
Oh, my mama. And Emil said once the FBI get involved, it's a wrap. And like, bro, they had a documentary series on Netflix about these dudes. The feds done said something about tax invasion, SAN. I forgot what other charges they brought against, bro.
And the tax evasion directly goes to me with the fact that he had a church. When you have a church, you can do all kind of wild shit, bro. Like
100%.
I mean, there's a legit Church of Zion in San Jose where you can go buy herb and listen to the sermon, and you can smoke in there with the Rastafarian preacher.
And like telling me that, I never knew that.
It's legal because this is their religion, and when you buy weed from them, they can't tax you like the dispensaries do because they're not a dispensary, they're a church. So this is a donation from us. Oh, you know what I mean? Like how a church will sell, like, come to the bake sale at the church, right?
Oh, everything. Yeah, that shit crazy.
Isn't that crazy? So they could have been doing all kind of wild shit. I used to make a joke. We should make the Church of Tom Brady. You know what I mean?
I'm terrific, man. Oh, my mama. We got Diamond Joe in the building. What's up, big bro?
Diamond Joe.
We got my dog Hefe in the building. What's up, big bro?
What's up, Big Buff? Stand up.
Come on now. Oh, my mama.
Buffalo in this thing.
Diamond Joe's.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, he said standard cold shit, bro, on everything.
Yeah, come on. Hey, you know, I was just telling JD off screen that my daughter, she's doing a criminology, and I was like, "Oh, you want to get into law?" Because I, like, before a life of criminology of my own, I wanted to be behavioral science. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, just figuring out how people tick. You know what I mean?
Well, everything.
So, you know what I mean? I kind of dig that shit, and it's funny because that's why Steamboat's one of them. Is why I'm saying this. It's standard cult activity. You know what I mean?
Come on now. Yeah, one of my girl's friends.
You're the same way too, JD.
One of my girl's best friends got a psychology degree. I didn't know that until about a year ago. I never knew that about her. She got a psychology degree. I'm like, oh, okay. I understand it now. The way she be, our conversations and shit on everything. Okay.
The way she be like analyzing things.
You already know.
Hey, listen, bro.
Oh, world.
Hey, you know what's crazy, bro? You know what? I won't even get into this story. I was gonna say my homie dated a therapist one time. His therapist. He just started knocking her down. I was like, oh man, you're cold.
Cold world.
Like all the while she's trying to figure him out, you done broke her down. Like,
come on now.
And listen. He was probably thinking the whole time on that little red leather couch, like, you know what? We can fuck on this couch.
Come on now. We can get it in real good right here, right now.
Yeah, baby. But you know what? Going back to my last thoughts on that one is, man, it's this thing is just too common, bro. And it's been going on in every level, in every aspect. But the only thing is that we have like things like social media that makes things travel around the world that fast. You know what I mean? And your reach becomes longer. Remember E40? He raised us on LRPs, right? Long range pimping, right? This is some real LRPs right here.
Yeah, this is mind control. They dangling the motherfucking apple or the banana with a string on you. Look, just keep working. You're gonna get the banana, but first we gotta, like I said, touch on you in certain shits and make you go work in order. You ain't gonna never get them out, you know what I mean? 100%. Now we got you fucking brainwashed. Oh my goodness. And we got Papa Guru in the building. What's up, big bro?
What up, Papa Guru in the building?
Papa Guru said, what's up, guys? Do y'all talk politics on this show? As I could have a lot to say, as I'm very upset over stuff going on in this country. Hell yeah, we talk about whatever on this show.
We talk about it all.
We don't really get into sports on this shit. But the next story is a sports story. It's a sports story podcast story. So when sports ties in, everyday shit, we do talk about sports when they tie into everyday shit. But yeah, Papa Guru, this show right here, man, 100% on my mama.
Are we going to the arena?
You already know.